Hello everyone, here I am in Cleveland, Ohio, and Cleveland Heights, and there you go, Sweet Fry. It's not open yet, but there you go. Let me see what it says here. There you go. Bitcoin Boulevard, everyone. Bitcoin Boulevard. It's real. These people made it real, and I guess I could say I was here. I'll wait until it opens and try it out. But I'll see what other things that they have out here. There you go. I'll stop by. I'll cut in and cut out, and let's see what happens. All right, everyone. Here's another store location, and oh my gosh, look at all these goodies. We'll stop by in there. And what is this place called? It's called, I can't see, it's Michael's Fine Candies since 1939.
Or 89.
Here's the outside of it. I'll go in there a little bit later, but I'll just check it out. Wow. Look at all this nice candy. Nice candy. I might get something from my wife here. So since 1930, 39, 75 years. That's a long time. Wow, really long time. Anyways, let me cut out. All right, everyone. Here's another one. Juan Paul Salon. There it is. It's now open. And there you go. There you see the mark here. We'll stop by. Maybe I'll get a haircut. I don't know. I don't know if I can get a haircut. I can't spend all day here, but there you go, everyone. People who make it real. What can I say? I'm here, so it's real. Alright, everyone, this is the end of this side of the street, and that's all the stickers I saw for Bitcoin Boulevard. I'm going to go to the other side right here, and I'll see what they have. I mean, this is pretty much end of, I'm assuming, the Bitcoin Boulevard. So, but you know, I have to admit, I admire the owners, the shoppers out here who are committed to making it real. And I just want to be here to see it. If they can make it real, y'all can make it real. Don't be afraid. All you have to do is stand up straight and tall in your name, bear witness, and testify. So, alright, I'll be crossing the street. Hey everyone, okay, this is another store right here. I don't know if it's all this is all one thing, but you know, you can clearly see the sticker there. Looks like an old, I don't know, looks like a clothing store. So there you go, Revive. And this is on the other side of the street. So I'll look around and see what else they got going here. Alright, so I walked through the other side. There's not that many that I see with the stickers, but it doesn't mean that a lot of the shop owners aren't accepting Bitcoins. But anyways, you'll know when you're here. I came in through this way, underneath the this walkway, which is really beautiful. Here's the Small Business Development Center. I guess I would encourage them to keep promoting themselves in any which way. This library is beautiful, so as you come and you drive under here, you could see, you know, right away, it's almost like a welcoming center. You can see the beauty of what they're trying to do. And this is, of course, Cleveland Heights. And then as you go down there, there's the parking right there. You have to pay meter parking, but I would encourage anyone if you're traveling up in the Northeast and you happen to pass by Cleveland, um, stop here. And you don't, you don't have to just, buy stuff, not necessarily, unless you want to. I'm gonna go ahead and do it because uh, I have to, I admire the shop owners to, for making a stand here and saying that we want to do things our way, the way we want to do them. And, I want to encourage everyone to stop by and see for yourselves, see the efforts that people are doing to revive, their town, their city, their state, and bring the wealth back and the power back to the people where it belongs, where all power originates. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and go to these shops, and I'm going to take my time looking around, and I am going to be buying something with my Bitcoins. And so I encourage everyone to do so. Again, beautiful place. It's a nice sunny day. Why wouldn't you come here? And if I'm going to make it my goal to come here every year, and I want to witness. I want to bear witness to how many more shops, how many more places are going to accept Bitcoin. I'm going to come here every year, and I'm going to do this every year until I can't do it anymore, or no one accepts the Bitcoins, one or the other. But I'm pretty committed. I got business down in Chicago. I'll be heading to New York, and so this is where Bitcoin Boulevard is. So let me cut out, and I'll just cut back in and tell you my experience with the whole thing. Hello everyone, welcome back. And in this episode of Bitcoin Trade, I'm going to talk about my experience. Another experience episode. Not really much about chart analysis. Excuse me here. I'll clear that up for you. Maybe you can see it a little bit better. Okay. So this episode is going to be about Cleveland, Ohio, the Cleveland Heights, regarding the Bitcoin Boulevard. Now, I read about it, and I wanted to see it. Since I was coming out of my virtual reality and into the physical world, and I wanted, as you see from the episodes, the videos I put together, it was kind of interesting. It was different. After I went around with my video shots, I had a chance to go into some of the establishment, some of the stores, the ice cream place that opened later on. Handmade ice cream, all right. I didn't have any fries, but handmade fries, I guess. And then the chocolate store. What's another one? The Revive, the clothing place, off free trade items, and I enjoyed going there. It's someplace I wanted to go. I wanted to see it in person, but I was also somewhat disappointed because I believe at one point that whole area was the whole shops and everything except the Bitcoin, until the issue with the liquor license. And it's kind of been going on, and the way I trade and the way people see Bitcoins is kind of interesting. The way I see Bitcoins and the way other people see Bitcoins. And if you're wondering if I used a Bitcoin, my answer is no. I didn't use a Bitcoin. I didn't use Bitcoins to buy anything. And that may have surprised you, considering I'm, you know, really into Bitcoins. But after asking, do they hold on to the Bitcoins? And I spoke to one specific owner, and they don't hold on to the Bitcoins. They use, I believe, BitPay, and all they're doing is just, using it to, cash out as a payment method. And so what I did is I literally just said, well, let's save the trouble, and I'll give you cash. And that's more or less what I did. Um, you may think that's kind of weird, like what was the point of going there and just giving them cash? What's the point of using the Bitcoin if they're not going to hold on to it? If they themselves are not going to use it, they're just using it for a payment method, kind of like a Visa, a MasterCard, but just getting lower on the fees. So that's kind of my experience with it. I didn't have any problems paying cash. I gave them cash because all they really were trying to do was lower their cost. And as I walked around, and I was talking to them, the different, I wouldn't say all of them were owners. Some pointed me to talk to this guy. I didn't really go out there to really engage in anybody per se. I just wanted to go there and see it for myself. Just the fact that they're trying to do something of their own free will was what brought me there. And I just wanted to know that there was others out there that just wanted something different other than what they have right now. And that's kind of what I want. I want something different other than what is here right now, because what's here is something I have to say I don't really think it's going to get us anywhere. It's not going to get us anywhere at all. And what disappointed me was not anything that any of the shop owners are doing or did. What disappointed me was, here are people of their own free will choosing an alternative payment method. That's all they're doing, choosing an alternative payment method. And no different than a Visa card or a check or what else? Cashier's check or money order that they would have used to pay for things. That an outside entity, specifically, I believe an outside government entity regarding the liquor license, and it wasn't even all of them. It was, I believe, the way I understand it, it was one particular jurisdiction didn't agree with it. And I'm going to go back. I'm going to go back as often as I can, at least once a year, because I'm doing things in that area. And I'm in New York, by the way. So I've already left, and I'll probably do an episode from New York. I don't know what I'm going to do. But, as far as Ohio and the Cleveland Heights, the Bitcoin Boulevard, what seemed like, from what I understand, it started out, they got a lot of attention, and they may have gotten too much attention, and they gotten attention from some government entity, and all of a sudden, just like that, they couldn't offer, some shops could not offer Bitcoin as a payment, even though they wanted to accept Bitcoins as payment. And that bothers me a little bit. But I can't do anything about it because I'm not there. I just wanted to go there to see it, to know that it's real. I encourage everyone else to go out there and see it. And if you ever by the area, go by. See what it's like, because I want everyone to witness something. I want you all to witness what happens when an oppressive force prevents uh, individuals of free will, of absolute free will, from doing what they want to do with their business, with their investment, with their life. And it's going to be interesting. The reason why I want to go back there is I want to see if it can continue. And I think this could be like in a micro, in a micro kind of cosmic world, that what happens when some outside force who doesn't know anything about, well, anything, just decides to crush uh, a dream, an idea, crush your freedom, crush your free will. And I want to know what's going to happen to that boulevard. And my greatest fear is that, um, those the community, the people over there who have, well, basically they live there. That's their life. That's their community. Um, you know, will they thrive or will they die? People trying to rebuild their shops, their lives, their communities, their town, their city, their state. And some outside entity just comes over and just crushes their dream. So that's kind of why I really wanted to go there. I wanted to see it for myself. I liked it. I enjoyed it. But what I really want to do is I want to go there. I want to go back every year, and I want to see if it grows or if it dies. Because and I also want to see how the people who are there, that's their community. That's not my community. I'm just a guest. I'm just a passerby. I'm not gonna interfere. But I'm gonna observe, and I want to document. What happens on a year-by-year basis, because I want to see what happens when some outside entity decides to impose their will on others, and what happens. And I want others to see what happens. I mean, will they work together? I mean, from what I understand, they're trying to work together. They're talking. They're in town meetings or whatever. Again, I'm not sure. I'm not there all the time. But what happens when, again, an outside force imposes their will on the very people that live there? They have to deal with things on a day-to-day basis, and they're trying to survive. They're trying to be prosperous, and they're trying to spread that wealth around their community. I want to know what happens. Will this outside entity work with the community, the very people that they're supposed to serve and protect, right? Are you going to impose your will and crush people's dreams, their hopes, their life? So that's just my opinion, and that's what I took away from that experience, from going to the Bitcoin Boulevard out in Cleveland Heights, Cleveland, Ohio, everyone. And I have to admit, Cleveland is a beautiful city. I've never seen such a bluer sky, and very clean air. I have to admit, it was so clean that I was, I think I was getting, it gave me a runny nose because the air was that fresh. I'm used to little smog, little dust, but the air was so clean. It literally had, natural air in it, that it gave me a runny nose. So, anyways, that's my experience from going to Bitcoin Boulevard. I encourage people who pass by to stop by there, and you don't have to use a Bitcoin, okay? Because from what I understand, they're just using it as a payment method. It'll be interesting to see if they catch on to the idea that having owning a Bitcoin or possessing a Bitcoin, and then from there trading a Bitcoin or investing via Bitcoin is something that they would be transitioning to, because not only can you make money and getting paid on it, but you could also make money on also investing, literally buying and selling Bitcoin, because right now it's so hard to get one. And it's going to get harder and harder. And as time goes on, I think it's going to get to a point where the only way you can truly, well, I won't say truly, the only way you can really be free, and I've said this many times, let Bitcoin into your life. Like the people of Bitcoin Boulevard, they may not completely understand how to use Bitcoin other than just a payment method, but they accepted Bitcoin into their life, and they believe in using it, and that's a start. And I understand there's others out there who are investing in it as well, so they may understand. It just takes time to learn how it works, what it really is, and how you can use it, how to empower yourself. And maybe not. I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know why I'm doing what I'm doing, and why the way I'm understanding. I don't know why. It just comes to me that way. I mentioned the creator, getting to know the creator, co-creating with the creator. Everything I've gotten comes from the creator. Everything I've learned comes from the creator. The creator has taught me everything I've known this far. It's a process. It's a learning process, and you don't really do it by. I wish you could just all watch my video, and then at the end of this video, you'll be like, I got it, done. It's not like that. It's like I can make videos to infinity. All you're gonna do is just watch them. At some point, you gotta take action. You gotta experience this. The full immersion. And maybe some of you will, and it will change your life. Maybe some of you will, and you're like, I don't get it. Again, it's not for me to impose my will onto others. You have absolute free will. And that's it. I don't know what else to say. But I did enjoy going there, and every time I do something, the creator is teaching me something new, and it's a work in progress. This never stops. It never ends. It goes to infinity. And it only stops when you say, okay, I've had enough, or I can't take this anymore. I'm stopping right here. I'm getting off the bus right here. You're pulling ding ding, you're pulling that string saying, I want out. This is too much for me. And I guess I'll share my experience throughout this whole thing. Is um, it's a it's a hard it's I wouldn't say it's a hard life, but I would say it's hard living this way. It's a way of life. It's different, and at times I feel very lonely at times because I'm not sure if anybody else out there is experiencing what I'm experiencing, and it's difficult because you feel like you know you feel like you're fighting. I won't say fighting, but the struggle and the burden is only on feels like my shoulders. And I don't know if that's true or not, but it just feels like it's a heavy weight. And to be free is and to keep your freedom and to keep your absolute free will is a struggle in a world where in a world of enslavement. And could you imagine, you're in a world of enslavement, you've broken free. And the struggle is to stay free. And to free others. And so they can also free others. And those people can free others. And then those people can free others. Until the whole world, till all of us are free, are no longer slaves. And that way it's a struggle. So, sorry. Anyways, I'll end this episode. I mean, as you see from the videos that I've cut in and cut out, I encourage everyone to stop by and be a witness to what you're seeing. And if you want to get involved, I guess you can in some way. But for me, it's not up to me. It's up to those people in Cleveland Heights to decide their own fate. If they want it, they'll have it. If they're just gonna let some entity decide their fate, so be it. It's not for me to impose my will on anyone else. So anyways, that's just kind of my experience. I want to share my view on it. I'll go back. I'll see what's happening. It'll be interesting seeing what happens if they'll change the rules, the laws, or whatever they want to change to allow people to buy liquor with their bitcoins. I don't see any difference than people using a MasterCard, a Visa, an American Express, a check, PayPal. I mean, if they're of age, who cares how they pay? I mean, whether they work to get free, their payment as a form of payment to get liquor or whatever, who cares? I mean, I don't understand quite what the deal is, but hopefully they can work it out, and it can be a Bitcoin boulevard again, where all the shops are accepting Bitcoin. So again, these people are just of their own free will. They're just trying to survive, rebuild a community, rebuild their lives. We've all suffered. We've all suffered. Mainly due to, unfortunately, other institutions that put our life at risk, our finance at risk, for not even our benefit, for their benefit. So anyways, I think I said enough. I'm going to end this video. and this is going to be the Cleveland, Ohio video for the Cleveland Heights of the Bitcoin Boulevard. So, anyways, feel free to like, dislike, comment, also leave a video response. Until next time, stay tuned. Bye.